Okay, folks, in this video, we'll be going over the class website on Laulima, starting with the main page here. If we take a look off to the left-hand side, we'll see the navigation panel. And you can click on any of these tabs here to access the different pages of our class website. So starting off with the Overview tab, which is the main page, we have information about the course, Art 112, as well as 3 introductory videos that you folks can watch, one of which you are watching right now. You have my contact information here. If you folks need to get a hold of me, whether it be via email, Zoom, or Skype. And you also have information about how to purchase an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription if you don't already have one. There's also a link here that'll take you to the Adobe website to make that purchase, and a link here that will allow you to see what system requirements are necessary for your computer to run the software. Finally, at the bottom, we have a class syllabus link that if you click on will allow you to download a PDF of our course. Now, if you take a look off to the right-hand side here, we have an announcement section that will list the 5 most recent announcements that I have posted, with a corresponding announcements tab here on the left that if you click on will list all of the announcements made since the beginning of the semester. Finally, down here we have the calendar section, and anytime you see a day highlighted in red, that means on that particular day there is an assignment or project due. So it's a good idea every time you folks log on to the class website to take a quick look at the calendar section just to see if there's any red highlighted days to remind you that an upcoming assignment or a project is due. We do also have a corresponding calendar tab for a more in-depth view. Now, clicking on Photoshop over here, this is our projects tab. Now, we don't have projects tabs for the next 2 projects, which will be Illustrator and After Effects. Those will become visible to you folks once we get to those projects. Now, this is how the typical project page will look. You have a project overview, also a listing of the process of what you go through when doing your project, requirements of the project, and this is the real section, the main section of the project page, which is the lecture videos that you folks can watch and learn from to use the various tools of the software you folks are learning. Finally, we have the lecture notes section, which you folks can click on the links to download PDFs for the lecture notes. Download section, where I may post work files that you folks can download to practice the various tools you are learning, and the project rubric. Now, each project that we do, I have a rubric listed so that you folks can see what I'm looking for and grading on for your project. Okay, so that's the quick project page overview. And moving on to discussion and private messages tab here in the navigation panel, you folks won't really use this page too much other than to view people's work. Every time a project is over or has been completed, I'll post everyone's work here so you folks can see what your other classmates have created in terms of the project. And we have the Gradebook Classic here tab. Anytime the project is done, I will post your grade here so that you folks will know what you're getting in a class. Finally, the email tab. If you folks need to get a hold of me or any of your classmates, you can use this tab to send a message. Other than that, that's pretty much the quick overview of the Laulima website.